Take two. It's a good reminder for me to kick on Do Not Disturb after this. Although my stream will turn off if I get a call from anyone on my favorites list, even with Do Not Disturb on, or if someone calls me twice in a row, it'll kick off also. It's a huge pain in the ass, and I apologize in advance if it happens, especially since it's already happened once. My bad. Pretty strong crosswind here. It's going to be a little bit of a tricky one. I think I'm going to play it back with the kata rather than up with the driver. Yeah, for sure. Tighten. This is a very tricky wind. I'm going to go full right and like a half a bar top spin. I'm going to offset. I want it to find this funnel right here. It'll take it right towards the pin. But with this ball guideline, it's going to freak out like crazy. All right, 16.4. I'm going to play that as a 9 3/4. Just a dot more. Half a ball curl to the right with this kind of wind here. Ugh, great lift. Should still be okay here, I think. I think we'll come in a lot nicer than our opponent will, or our opponent did anyway. So a nice, easy, safe shot. That great left probably cost it there, but pretty decent. My adjustment is basically just to play that in a max. It's a mid plus adjustment, but if you play it in a max, it works out to pretty much the same thing, or for me anyway. Again, I do all my calculations in my head, and I only have one wind chart, and everything's just, I have one piece of paper in front of me. It's just a wind chart for a power 3 ball, and that's all I use. I do it, and then I just do everything else in my head. So that's just kind of a reference point for me. All right, full top. It's into a little bit of a headwind here. We're just going to lay up on this left side for a rough bump. 11.2. I'm going to go like 9.5 rings. So it appears to just about be full overpower. Just a little bit of curl back to left. We'll just go full overpower anyway. With only an APOC 5, full top won't do a whole lot to clear this fairway. I have to have a tailwind to be able to get that deep, unless you come in a little bit too far to the left and find the rough. Probably going to be between a mid and a max range, uphill, rough bump with the Cataclysm. Some discussion in somebody, I think it was Peter Johnson, that animal of a mofo, 19th streamer. I think it was him. We were in his chat and talking about the various clubs, and it's crazy. I played like a little over 11,000 games on my main account, and like 3,600, I believe, on this account. And they basically have the same exact clubs. The ones that are useful anyway. APOC 5, Kata 5, B52 level 5, Thor 6. Everything that I use on a regular occasion, they're all exactly the same, despite being 8,000 games difference. All right, this is usually around a 3 bars of backspin rough bump. With side wind, I'm going to go just a little bit under that and put the spin back to the right to counteract this wind a little bit. We're going to offset. We're going to offset just barely. Let's see where we're at here. We're going to go minus 15 at a max, 0.9, 1.3. We're going to take off 1.3 and play 7.8 at a max, which is going to be 4.5. I know I've got a grid on, but I was moving too quick there and forgot about it and just used my old habits of the take shot button anyway. Does it have the legs? It does, but it's an over adjustment. Moved too quick there. Was running out of time. Poor adjustment. Should have used my grids. I still revert to that sometimes. I'm still getting used to the grid thing. It's super nice. I used it for the first time last tournament, and it was super useful for making the proper adjustment and knowing that you're making the proper adjustment. Bobby, what's going on? Good afternoon. I've got some time, so I'm just gonna do some streaming, do some grinding, and then I'm gonna start pre-gaming for some Cardinals baseball. Our 10th National League Championship appearance in the last 20 years. Oh, baby. Can't wait. And we've got home field advantage against the team who we own. So I know that the Cardinals get a lot of hate, and I'm okay with that. It's because we're still good. To be frank, the Cardinals are the heart and soul of this city. It's a conversation point you can have with literally anyone around here. It's great. And we love our Cardinals. We love our baseball. Really looking forward to the game tonight. Should be interesting. Should be an interesting series. I think the Cardinals are set up better in terms of their rotation and bullpen. I feel like we were able to hang on one second. I can't talk about that right now. Full right, 3.5 back. I'm going to start at the APOC range. I'm going to offset. I'm going to go about red ring in the rough here. Push forward just a notch. I'm going to go plus 30 at a max at a kata adjustment. 4.2, 18.3 at a max. It's going to be 10.7 or so. I'm going to use about a half a ball curl to the right. A little more than that. This is a super tricky one, and it's one that can go wrong very easily. This is going to be a nice shot, though. Pretty good. Pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. This is a hole where you're at a distinct disadvantage if you don't have the backspin of an APOC 6 or higher. You can play shots up there with the Thor 6. Those occasions where I happen to have my Thor bag on, there's a nice shot up there. But the APOC 5 doesn't have enough backspin to play that shot, so I always play on the back there. For now, unless I have the Thor 6 bag on. But I only use that for very rare holes where I want to revert to my Tour 11 play and just power hook or power slice my Thor 6 on every shot, because that's all that I used to do in Tour play. If you haven't watched any of my old Tour 11 streams, I would say I was probably hooking or slicing, I don't know, somewhere in the range of like 50% of my drives. As crazy as that may sound. Oh, should get the W here. Oh, baby. That is one where the reason it's so tricky is because if you go just past the pin, you're going to roll super deep like that. He came in real hot. If you come in just past the pin, you'll usually roll to like 10 yards deep. But if you leave it just short of the green, then it stops like 8 yards shy. So it's one you've got to get dialed in to stop in the, like, just after it gets onto the green from that angle, or it's going to be way short or way long. If you can find that sweet spot in the middle there, you can win most of your shootouts there. Unless, like I said, if a lot of times in Tour 12 you're coming up against max epics, so APOC 7, you can dial in like a full backspin shot with an APOC 7 pretty easily, much more easily than you can playing from the back, especially with a tailwind. So really tricky one, but one that I was playing Tour 12 when White Cliffs came out, so one that I'm relatively familiar with. Really, and I've been grinding just Tour 12 now for quite a while, so it still is just brutal. I mean, I'm out clubbed nearly every hole with my APOC 5 Cata 5 combination, so any kind of missteps, and they will cost you dearly if you don't have the equipment to make up for it. Even if you do have the equipment to make up for it, Tour 12 is still brutal. Doesn't matter what clubs you got in your bag. The whole thing's just brutal. Let's see what kind of wind we get. Ugh, this is gross. I was trying something. I was trying to do into headwind, trying to power slice an APOC around the bend here for my second shot, but I haven't got it figured out yet. Should I try and figure it out on stream? Yeah, let's try and figure it out on stream. Let's just see how it goes. So I think I want to start off maybe right here. All right, so we're going to go 5, 10, 12. No, there's not a chance. I don't have the club. It's not going to work with this amount of headwind. Just not going to work. We're just going to switch back here real quick. So I'm just going to lay up over here, and I'm just going to play more than likely a full backspin Guardian shot that will have little chance of even coming close of going in, but it is very safe and will get me to a shootout. The only other real play here, if you've got the equipment, I bet he's got APOC 7, B52 level 7 that he'll use in this situation. And you can play a rough bump there. In that little corner where the sand traps come together right in front of the green, just to the left of his ball right there before he switched the view. That's the only safe place that you can even try and land a rough bump, because the rest of it's way too thin. Ideally, you don't get this nasty headwind. And his headwind, his is a full mile an hour less than mine. And he's got an APOC 7. Watch how much further his drive goes than mine. Ridiculous. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Neither of us are making this shot. No, neither of us are making this shot. Not even a chance. Although this really crazy headwind is kind of nice, because maybe it'll have enough to just compress this ball guide to hell and back. I'm going to play this one at plus 50% at a mid. 21. Let's see. 13. We're going to go with 10. 17. Just under 17 rings. Wow, okay. 10. 17. It did compress it enough, but I was just off target just a little bit. I wonder what bag he's got on. I think this is Justin. I'm pretty sure I know this guy, but it looks like his old profile picture, but like with an old face filter on it. I swear that's him. I'm pretty sure anyway, because it's like the exact same picture. He just looks like he aged. So unless he has like a doppelganger, or his dad plays this game and they both took the exact same profile picture or something, I think this is him. I know Fenzel's streaming right now too, so I didn't mean to cut into his time. This is just one of the few times I'm going to have to stream any Tour 12 play. Like, I don't know, I got a couple hours, so I'm doing it because I like doing it. So if you come to hang out with me, I appreciate it. We can kick it. We can talk some baseball. We can talk some hockey. My Blues are coming out like bats out of hell. 3-0-1 now, so... Oh, hey. Paisana. Lily, what's going on, Lily? That's all right. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks for saying hey. I hope you have a great weekend. I'm going to probably try and stream some on Sunday. Really get the grind on for the Bushwhackers so we can keep sticking it to Unity. The Bushwhackers and 19 Unity are both on a C100 push season, and we ended up in the same clan division or clan league, and we're 1-2 right now. So we got to stay in front. Bushwhackers are the most ridiculous group of people you'll ever meet. Like, the chat is just absolutely nonstop and full of people just cussing each other out and having a good old time playing some finger golf. It really is a fantastic group. Let's see here. 50% plus 50% in a mid. I'm gonna play it just a little bit more off to the right. So 14.6 at a mid. Let's see. 14.6 at a mid. It's gonna be 9.1. I can't see. That was dumb of me. I hate this hole so much. That's going to end up pretty well. Not too shabby for this monstrous hole. This is the absolute worst par 3 of the game. The absolute worst one. There are some that are brutal, but this one is the most brutal. Oh boy. Rough bumping. Oh, go for it. Let's see what his adjustment is here. I have no idea what the rings are on an APOC 7. I think he's gonna have to adjust down into or overpower from here. Oh no, he's not. It's moving back actually. That's odd. I thought that would be stretching out at this point. This is like a 90% over adjustment, if I'm not mistaken. So I have no idea how many rings he went or what the values are at that. But I do know it's a massive over adjustment, and he missed it. Let's see if we can get a rematch. Oh, tink. Oh, look, you guys did that to us back in, let's see, what was it? Oh, you guys stomped us out in like 96. And 2001? 2001 was the infamous Rick Ankiel blow-up game in Game 1 against you guys. And you guys blew us out pretty badly, I think, in the deciding game of that one. And I think it was 95 or 96. I think we had Dennis Eckersley as our closer, and I think Tony La Russa had just taken over maybe right around that time, and we won a game, and Eckersley did like a throat slash towards or said like looked into the Atlanta dugout and said something like it's over, or like did a throat slash or something, and it just pissed you guys off to no end, and you guys just mollywomped the hell out of us like the rest of the series. Jamie Blanco in the house. Hi May, what's going on? Oh baby. Did he play a katana? I'll do that too, since he did. You don't really need a whole lot. You don't want to land too far up in this area anyway. You kind of want your bounce to be back here, or it'll kick it down into that trap. So let's see, 12.6. We're gonna play it as a 12 ring adjust. So 5, 10, and 12. Kick it over a little bit to the right because we're going to be going full curl here. What strange animals have you pulled out on stream recently there, buddy? Anything spooky? I love getting off on baseball tangents. Always a good time. And yeah, that game the other day was not great, obviously, for the Braves. It was a fun series though. I feel like we've got some good rivalry potential moving forward. Your team is loaded with young stars. You guys are set. You've got the young stars, and you've got Freddie Freeman, and good veterans with Donaldson and Markakis. I'm not sure. I don't know about your contract with those guys. I think Donaldson only signed for the 1 year, right? I would definitely bring him back because the young talent on that team is incredible. You guys are going to be around. And then, again, I have no idea what the contract situation is, but between Keuchel and Soroka, that's a good one too. You just got to build out the rest of your rotation a little bit. And you're set. That's all. That's all you got to do. And we'll have a great rivalry for a while. Oh, I forgot to switch my bag. Did he try and dunk? I can't. Or is he just trying this shot? This shot here? He's going to try a full backspin shot too. Why not? It's going to compress just like the other one, right? I think I'm going to go right about there. I'm going to play this -10 at a mid. 8.1 at a mid. No, we're going to play it as a 7. We're going to play it as a 7. Just over that. So we don't end up in the trap like he did. Oh my. Oh yeah. To get just waxed like that in the first inning is just brutal. Just brutal. There was a game in 2012. It was the year after the crazy Cardinals 2011 World Series win. The very next year we played the Nationals in the division series, and in Game 5, Adam Wainwright was our starter, still around, and he was our starter, and he got waxed like that. Not to that extent, but I think we were down like 6-0 after 2 innings, and we just came back on them. And just like they didn't score any more runs, we turned it into a bullpen game. Our bullpen just shut them down, and just like slowly, we just kept creeping back, and then we did exactly what we did to you guys in Game 4, with just like the most random little it was of all people, it was Pete Kozma, the one of the worst hitting shortstops in the league, and he just had a monster game against you guys and drove in the game-winning run, or not against you guys, but against the Nationals rather. It's crazy. Yeah. Oh, Donaldson will probably be back. Yeah, that's good to hear. It's just going to be a good rivalry. You know, we have a rivalry with basically everyone. It's become fashionable to hate the Cardinals, and for good reason. We've been successful for a sustained period of time, and along that run, we have beat a lot of teams in the playoffs, and we've beat a lot of them in the playoffs in very heartbreaking fashion. It's time and time again. You know, that's my hashtag today is Cardinals Devil Magic. There's something about it, man. There's something about it, and it's great. They've just got this weird thing that happens that come October, just things start to fall into place. We've had just like, I feel so fortunate to be a fan of a team that has just had moment after moment after moment of just like, it's crazy. There have been too many to count moments. Like, that's wild. It's absolutely wild. Let's see. I'm going to go with about a 10 ring adjustment here. 5, 10. Oh, I said 5 and it, whoops. Just a little bit up from where we ended. That's one of the crazy things about this voice control thing is as soon as you say a number, it like zooms in on that portion of the screen. So, I think I was yelling at the dog on my last stream. Stay out of the rough, baby. Nice. And it was interpreting me as saying one of those numbers, and it kept doing that. Like, it zooms in on that screen. So You're gonna pull for us now? Oh, appreciate it. Yeah, nice. Yeah, but you know, Yachty, the stuff between Yachty and Acuna, Yachty's been around forever, but he is like, he's not human. He's absolutely not human. As he's gotten older, he just keeps getting like better, and he just doesn't break down. Like he's crazy. It like you wouldn't be able to tell it, but he is just a physical specimen. To be at his age, to be able to catch as many games as he does, as on a consistent basis as he does at his age, is completely ridiculous. People shouldn't be able to do that. And not to mention those October moments that I keep talking about, he has all of them. He has so many, starting when he was a terrible, terrible hitter. And he started hitting monster home runs in our World Series run in 2006. Out of nowhere. He was an awful hitter. And he just started socking dingers. Let's see. We're going to run this one up here. I'm just going to play it as a mid adjustment. Yeah. I'm going to use a little bit more backspin than that. It's more like a min. It's in between, but I'm not going to play it as an in between because of the distance that I'm at. So just a hair under 6. Oh, I did 6. Stupid fat finger. Maybe my math was wrong, and it'll go in anyway. Ah. Oh, well. Oh, well. Can't win them all. We'll take it to a shootout. I'll be interested to see if this is Justin, if he jumps into the stream chat here after the game. I should go look at his profile picture on Facebook to see if he changed it to this one. And then I would know for sure, I guess, right? Oh, we got almost the same wind as we did last time. It's going to be the exact same shot. We even have a Titan on again. The wind's just up a little bit. That's the only difference. I think it was 14 something last time. Now it's 16.2 for him anyway. It'll be like the opposite. So full right, like a notch of top spin, and try not to hit the ball great this time, like an idiot. This is another brutal one. 16.2. Huh. Real easy to get this one wrong, and really hard to get it close. There are just a couple lines that you can take into it that are going to keep the ball relatively close to the pin. Oh, he caught the fairway glitch. Fringe glitch. That sucks. So I'm playing it back. I'll show you how to find that spot again. Oh, it's a Guardian. Oh, sweet. I just played it 1-1. So you want to find this little spot right here where it's going to funnel nicely right to the cup, right? And then kind of offset it a little bit further to the left. And we're just going to play it at 1-1. So I'm going to go 6.5 and then a 10 ring pull. That's one of the advantages of having the Guardian on this one, is because you can play it at a 1-1. Nice. Terry! Fellow mofo, what's going on? I think that was a 3-game sweep. Yeah, I'm on a 5-game win streak. Nice. Nice. You know what's real nice? It's playing Tour 12, a 5-game win streak is 150 points. Boom! Just like that, since I started the stream. Boom! Let's go, Bushwhackers. I gotta get up to 3K by the end of the weekend. By the end of the weekly league change, actually. No problem there. No problem. Now that I've got time to just crank through some Tour 12 matches. If we get some friendlies like that, we don't even have to waste Kingmakers. Oh, gotcha, Tink. Yeah, it's frustrating when you can't do it for a while. Mine is totally just schedule-based right now. Oh, holy smokes. I'm still just going to play it down here for a rough bump. But hopefully we can get it deep enough now that it'll be in B52 range. Uh, 10 ring pull here. I'm going to go plus 10 to the max. I'm not going to even push back up. I'm going to use some curl to counteract that wind. With this wind, there's a very real possibility of going deep and catching the rough. So you want to make sure not to do that. But this is going to land very nicely. It's going to be right in between a min Kata and max B52. We'll see what it looks like, but fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. David Austin, what's going on? Oh, Dodgers, yeah. I can't believe it, man. I cannot believe it. That sucks. The last stream that I did, you and I talked, and I said, fully expect it to be us and you. And just didn't happen. You guys had the bad moment. We had the good moment. You know, or I guess the Nationals had the good moment and the Braves had the bad moment. All of the above happened for sure. So, yeah, that sucks. Really thought it was going to be us, man. I was looking forward to it. I was looking forward to some good banter, you know, and it's just not going to happen anymore. Game 1 tonight, though, folks. Game 1 tonight. Cardinals, Nats. Let's go, Birds. Time to fly. We got it. We got it. Oh, right in between. That's all right. We're playing. We got enough distance that we can still play this. At a min, it's easy enough. See that spot there? That's the one we want to avoid. We want to land it in this consistent spot right here. Since we're going to be adjusting down into this trap, I'm going to play it as a minus 30 at a min, 3.9, 9.7 at a min. It's going to be 4 and change. Ugh, poor effort. Oh, made that adjustment too quickly. Let's see what I should have done. 4. Yeah, that was an over. No, under? I don't know. It came into the right. I don't know. I did the. Just didn't have good timing there for what I was trying to do. The danger here is you have to, especially when like this minus this 16. He's gonna kick into B52 range with his pull. Oh, he doesn't have a B52. Never mind. I don't know what's gonna happen here. I have no idea. That's a massive wind, but it's really easy to under adjust it and end up in the trap, or switch to a long. Oh my god. That was something. That was dangerous, is what it was. That's a shot I'm not playing. If I'm my opponent. A little glitchy spot, but this one's fine. Yeah. Tink, you and David can bond over your sorrows, I guess. Vegas, yeah, Vegas probably took a hit. Yeah, I would imagine. I'd imagine the Sharps got some money in. Yeah, on the Nats. I'm assuming it was good value, especially at the beginning of the series. I don't really know what that would have looked like, but I'm assuming that LA would have been heavily favored. My well, no, not really. They do the same thing. They both take your money. It's still going in. Oh no, it's not. Ugh. Woo! 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 He forfeited? Come on, guy. Timeout. 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 6 in a row. Right on. The stream got off to a bit of a rough start as my dad... Timeout. Timeout again. Haha. Do not disturb. I talked about it, but I completely forgot about it. Oh, my dad called about 30, like on my second shot into the stream, like, and of course that kills it. I'm like, oh crap. You know what I should do? Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I... Oh, damn. Yeah, I don't know. I've got my backup phone now. But I've got my old phone here. I just use it as a remote so I can play golf and still, I don't have cable. I just have Chromecast, so I stream everything. And when I want to change something, but I'm in the middle of a game or, Netflix pauses or whatever I happen to have on TV. I'm going to go 7 here. And full top spin, or full overpower rather. So if I was in the middle of a game or something or if I just started a match in Golf Clash and I wanted to do something on the TV, I would, I'd have to wait until it was over and then close it. So now I just keep my phone out here just on airplane mode, but it still rings. So I was just thinking, how do I get this one not to even ring? So if someone calls, then it just goes on that phone. I'm technologically illiterate. So if anyone in the chat happens to know how to do that on an iPhone, how to make it not take calls, that would be great. I guess if it's on Do Not Disturb, but the other one isn't, then it'll ring on the other one. Hopefully. Yeah, we'll just keep our fingers crossed that that's what happens. Yeah. I'll think through this on stream. Yeah. Why not? Oh, what a delightful wind this is. So I can actually make the green. All right. Minus 5%. 13.1 to the max is going to be 8. So 8 from there is good. I'm going to take just a little bit of the top spin off so it doesn't go too far. Just play as full overpower. A little notch of right curl. Oh, that is poor. That's probably going to be in the rough. This is how our losing streak's going to end. Oh, he's got a Guardian. Very real chance of him not being able to reach. I don't know. Let's see if it clears the rough. Oh, yes, it does. Oh, well done. That's how our winning streak's going to come to an end, with that garbage right there. The gift of the wind after the... No, screw that. I'm going to make this rough iron. Lame. I'm gonna play it as a just under a 5. Oh, over adjusted it. Dang. Ugh. Yeah, even sometimes when I'm on Do Not Disturb, I guess there's a feature where if someone calls you twice, then the second time it lets it through. And I let my favorites through as well. Because if work calls, then I got to take it. If my wife calls, I want to take that. Apologies to every one of you, but my wife comes first. So, sorry, not really, but... Oh, our win streak ends. Look, I love the 19th family, and it's really fun to stream and all. But yeah, guess what? Wife comes first, as I'm sure many of you know as well. So if either of them calls, but hopefully since I got my old phone here, and this one's on Do Not Disturb, that it'll ring, because I know the other one still does. So. We'll see. Just gonna play this one at a max. I'm just gonna play as a 10. A max but plus, but I'm not going all the way into max range, so I'm not gonna add as much as I normally would. A little baby curl to the right here. I would like to have been about 10 yards further up the fairway there. But we should be able to play our rough bump pretty much in any kind of wind, unless it's like super strong headwind. Then we should still be fine from there with our kata. No breakfast in the house. The 19th hole is This is gonna sound bad, but I swear it's not. So my wife and I have this joke with her best friend that her best friend is my second wife. So I have my wife, I have a work wife, I have a wife at one of our service hospitals, I have and her is my second wife. So I guess 19th family can be sixth wife. I have too many already. Alrighty. This is going to be an interesting one. So I usually only want to use about 3 bars of topspin here. It's just in a weird spot. Everything seems glitchy. There we go. That's the spot that we want. Good enough. Minus 10 at the max. We're going to push up at the end of the adjustment too. So we're going to go 5 rings and then push up to there. Oh no, great ball. It's having a nice little streak of perfect shots for a while. I wasn't really keeping track, but I just noticed I was hitting most of them perfect. So that's all right. We're safe. Barring a better effort from our opponent, we'll be going to a shootout at least.